Good morning, class, and welcome to week 6, the final week of our course. I can't believe we're almost done here. This course has flown by. Anyway, I wanted to just talk a little bit about week 5 and then talk about our last week. Week 5, you guys did really good in the discussion forums this week. Just a couple of thin reply posts, not too many. So for this final week of discussions, just remember to make your initial posts, nice and robust. This week in week 6, our discussion forum is on health and safety. This is one of those issues that kind of seems like a no-brainer. It kind of seems like, well, it's not really a big deal, but this one area costs organizations billions of dollars each year in workers' compensation claims, in health claims. It is responsible for driving up the cost of health insurance for companies. It's just a really important topic, health and safety in the workplace. So that's one of the topics we're looking at for week 6. And then we're also looking at labor relations, collective bargaining, union relationships. Some of you may work for organizations that are unionized. This chapter will probably speak to you. If you haven't, or if you've never worked for an organization that has a collective bargaining agreement, might not be quite as exciting, but it's something good to know from an HR perspective, because you never know when you will in the future possibly work for a union company. So those are the two main topics for week 6. Again, just make sure your discussion forum posts are solid, and it's your last one, so do well. And then I'm just about done grading your Life Lab 3 papers from last week. Overall, you guys did a good job with that. In week 6, your final paper is due. This one is a little bit different in that, number one, it's a little longer than your Life Lab papers have been. In addition to that, it's a little more formal. I'm asking you to write your paper using APA style. Some of you, I've noticed, have already been kind of practicing and using it in your Life Lab papers. I didn't require APA for your Life Lab papers, and therefore I really haven't graded on that aspect. But on your applied summary paper, I will. So be sure to format your paper in APA style. Remember, there's, I think, 7 different topics, kind of some of the big overarching topics that we've covered in this course that you get to choose from. And then you pick 3 of those topics and you write to them in your applied summary paper. So the goal of this is to kind of showcase your learning on at least 3 specific topics that we've covered in the course. And my hope is that you pick 3 of the more interesting topics that really spoke to you or that you connected with, and you can dive a little bit deeper into them. So definitely be sure to cite the textbook as one of your sources on your reference page. Papers that receive the highest points will also cite outside sources. So other sources, maybe it's an article, maybe it's another article out of a trade magazine that's related to your work. Maybe it's an online journal article. Papers that receive the highest or maximum points will have references to something beyond our textbook, something that's practical, that speaks to those topics as well. Anyway, be sure to take a look at the syllabus, look in Foxtail, see if there's any questions you have about either of those assignments, the discussion forum for week 6 or the applied summary paper. Let me know. I'm okay as far as timeline goes this week. Initial posts, again, are due by Wednesday night. Reply posts are due by Saturday night. I'm okay if you guys submit your applied summary paper through Sunday. So as soon as you have it done, go ahead and submit it, and I'll get on grading it. But applied summary papers need to be in by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So look forward to seeing your last discussion forums. Look forward to reading your applied summary papers, and I've had a good time in this class, and I hope you have too. Don't hesitate to reach out to me in the future if you have any other questions. One other thing I wanted to point out is our course evaluation. You'll probably be seeing an email come out sometime this week about our course evaluation. This is the formal evaluation process for the course and for me as your instructor. So I'd really appreciate it if you'd just take about 10 minutes of your time. It won't take a ton of time, but just a little bit of your time to reflect on the course, reflect on your learning of the course, reflect on my teaching style, and again, just give a good, honest assessment of what you thought about this class. Appreciate any positive comments and feedback you have. I also appreciate anything you think can help improve the course. So I'm always open to suggestions for improvements. So I really appreciate you just taking a few minutes to complete that course evaluation when you get that email this week. Again, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me either by email or by my cell phone. And again, I look forward to wrapping up the course with you. Let's have a great week, finish strong, and I'll see you online.